Took me a second to
And I was
actually.
doing that part of the audio. That'd be a great way to start it, but
That would have been a really good
didn't
start.
quite capture that in there in time.
Out of context.
Good,
Just...
good cold open. All right, here we go. Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I am joined always by my wonderful friends. Chris, playing Valravn, the Eladrin Bard of Eloquence.
Ooh.
Hello. Heather, playing Frey, the Halfling Barbarian of the Beast. Lass, not beastly enough for baby aggro. Rochelle, playing Celeste, the Half-Orc Sun Soul Monk.
Hello.
Raymond, playing Edmund, the Human Alchemist Artificer.
Hello.
Reese, playing Thimbleweed, the Swarm Keeper Ranger.
You know, I couldn't tell if that was your baby or our baby earlier, so now I know.
Me
That's
baby is
a
stupid.
relief. No, it's not. It's not.
The real twist is,
Nope.
it was Chris's baby all along.
That's right.
We do not need any more babies over here. In fact, Chris, you can have ours. Done.
Hey,
I'll take all three.
it's a bargain. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. I don't want to follow up on that.
Please don't call CPS.
No.
What is the most effective way?
I was going to ask what he's going to do, but I don't want to ask.
Why do you want to?
I'm making a stew. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind the scenes, no players allowed live series, Crafting Icewind Dale, every Thursday. Slightly fewer dead baby jokes in that stream. Head on over to our live post-session discussion, Frostside Chat, after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/Rogue Watson. Shout out to new patron this week, William. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net for video chat. We use Discord. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art is done by Jimmy McClure. Previously on Icewind Dale, a Rime of the Frostmaiden. With Thimbleweed, I wrote down with the Thimbleweed deep inside the giant bee-infested Mead Hall, the rest of the party were invited by a shady guard to go around the back. There they met up with Shander, a vocal employee critical of the Mead Hall shutdown. With their help, he's hoping to procure some of the mead inside, as most of the town is stuck out of work. The marshals didn't exactly accept, but they did pick the lock and enter through the loading dock, finding a back entrance into the brewery and another door into an employee back room filled with filing cabinets. They learned 3 important names: Dugan and Harold, a pair of custodians who had been stealing mead and smuggling it out of a tunnel beneath the brewery, and Gage, the bee worker who had followed them. Meanwhile, Thimbleweed learned another portion of the story from the woman in the warehouse. She explained they had found a man in the brewery, and when they tried to stop him, he drank a potion and grew bigger. They tried to take him down, ultimately falling into a vat of mead, destroying it. The enlarged man escaped down a tunnel, but the mead itself began attacking her team, and she was the only survivor. A trio of giant bees burst through the open door behind Thimbleweed and attacked her, downing the exhausted survivor in 2 quick strikes. It was all Thimbleweed could do to talk them down and convince them to leave, as he administered a life-saving potion of healing, stabilizing her. The 2 parties joined forces and entered the brewery, finding bleached skeletons on the floor and a destroyed barrel. When they approached, the mutated mead slithered from underneath, and more barrels began bursting as the mead oozed out with acidic pseudopods. Edmund broke a glass container holding a magic mop and used it to instantly dispatch one of the oozes, while Celeste barely survived a nasty hit. Frey's claws split into ooze several times, but the party ultimately persevered. Soon the mead was vanquished. That is where we begin this session. which I believe we hadn't yet short rested. I think Celeste got the mop and identified it, but I don't think you guys actually like rolled for hit points yet.
Right.
Assuming you want to do that, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
Yeah,
It's
let's
take or
go.
leave it.
Yeah. Let's might as well. I think Frey's the one that's gonna kill us all if she doesn't get a short rest. No, it is Celeste actually too. You're
Yeah,
right.
Celeste.
I have one hit
Good,
point.
one
It took
hit
my
point.
relentless
Yeah.
endurance.
I wasn't being hyperbolic. Yeah, it was a pretty nasty hit.
Man, I rolled 6 over what I needed.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
You have an overshield.
I thought you might like that.
Wow, 2
Short rest thing still working? It is.
critical short resting things.
But I'm at full health.
Oh wait, I forgot to click the short rest thing.
Right.
Where's that again? Short rest. All right, so I need to select my token.
It gives you a warning if you do. Okay, interesting.
Warning.
You are down 36 hit points. Consider using hit dice. Okay,
Good. That's good advice.
good
D&D for
advice.
dummies.
It's a little paperclip that pops out.
Yeah.
Would you like to use some hit dice?
I see you're suffering from some grievous injuries there.
Your liver is on the floor.
Would you like me to notify next of kin?
It's a D6, right? For the Song of Rest.
Yep.
Are you telling a tale of what happened here?
Yes, I'm recounting this exact same the events of what just happened.
Edmund
These
swinging
gruesome
down from the
events.
rafters, bursting open a glass container. Mead barrels exploding everywhere.
It's the Night of the Living Mead. That's the name of the story.
Nice.
So, does anyone remember how I came into possession of a certain crystal? Did I have that at the beginning? Or did I come into that later on?
I believe you got that in a kobold cave. I believe Frey had to wrestle you for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I attune to that?
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah, that crystal, Chris is correct. That was recovered from the gem mine, which was occupied by kobolds. You guys fought that tentacle monster. I believe it gives you telepathy.
It does, because I totally forgot that I had this. And I was like, I feel like this was around the time I was gone for a couple of weeks. Okay, so I can speak telepathically. I'm just Googling this, so I hope this is right. Any creature within 60 feet. Your telepathic utterances are in a language you know, and the creature understands you only. So basically, I can just send thoughts on people. Okay, well, this is fun.
I've been telepathic this whole time, guys.
And also says you can cast the detect thoughts spell requiring no spell slot or components, and you must finish a long rest before you can cast it this way again. Does that all sound correct?
That sounds correct.
According to the dnd5e.wiki.com website.
Why is our bank account 0?
I mean, they just needed my social for this information. So that's not normal.
That's totally
Right,
legit,
D&D
right?
wiki website.
Okay.
Apparently also gives off light.
So I just always give off light.
I mean, assuming you're
attuned to it.
Well, it was something you were holding. I'm trying to remember.
It said like I think it said that the light. Where is it? It says that the crystal also glows with a purplish inner light. Oh, the crystal does. So I can just like
put
it in my cloak.
Ray is not able to get up to full hit points with this short rest. She'd already used 2 hit dice at some other point. I probably after the cavern.
Yeah.
So she's used up all her hit dice. Song of Rest. And she's
Oh, were
at
you rolling for her?
43. Yeah, she's at 43.54 right now.
All right. So
I hope what we encounter next isn't too dangerous.
So you guys got the mop in the case, and we already went over what the mop could do, but feel free to look at that again. But I assumed you are attuned to it now, Celeste.
Yes.
The only other thing you find of note in this entire room, I mean, it looks like there are some like, kind of whatever alchemists use for their potion supplies, but like for brewing. Well, I guess that's a thing, right? It's brewery tools or something is a cooking utensil. I don't know. One of those tools is, brewery supplies are everywhere in this entire facility. But the important thing you see is what looks like near one of the skeletons is a key that looks identical to the one that Olivessa gave you all to get inside here.
Oh, somebody else had a master key.
Yeah.
Does it look like it belonged to one of the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to have another copy of the key.
And then, go ahead.
I was just saying, the last thing I remember from last week was that we were looking for, there was like an underground passage here.
Yes, that was just what I was going to bring up. That was the story that Thimbleweed heard, which I believe he had relayed that story to all of you, that that was the initial attack. And the person who grew large and ended up escaping escaped down a tunnel underneath this brewery. And the other thing is that where Celeste is right now is a staircase leading up into a hallway that Celeste, you can see there's just a single door up there that looks like kind of an office door. And up from the bottom level, you can look up and see like a window up there and see like kind of an office type room that kind of overlooks this brewery.
Oh, maybe you'll get some more personnel files in there, Celeste.
Maybe they need to be organized.
So
what exactly is our goal right now again?
Right now,
I forgot.
Our goal is still to figure out what's going on in this place. I think, like, we know,
and
that
Thimbleweed probably knows different things than you guys do, also.
Yeah, we know that like the bees are big.
Yes,
bees are
swallow
big.
bees.
They want to take over the world.
Yeah, there's that. That somebody was doing something in here that caused the mead to go bad.
Yeah, Thimbleweed no longer remembers that part of the story.
Right. Yes, I'm trying to remember exactly what they were caught doing.
Stealing the secret recipe.
Yeah. Maybe like it was like experiments or something. And whoever caught them, the chase resulted in the mead getting tainted by whatever's caused this stuff. So finding who's causing this, corrupt mead and giant bees is probably our goal, I think.
Your goal is whatever you make it to be.
We got basically just 2 options. We got, let's go either explore this office or go down into this underground tunnel.
Underground tunnel.
Or both. We can split the party.
Underground tunnel.
What is this about an underground tunnel?
I'm gonna go into an underground tunnel.
Oh, Jesus.
Do we know exactly where that thing is in this room? We know it's in the room, right?
with just it's not hard to find it now that you know it exists.
Yeah.
You know, you're specifically searching for it, and plus you can tell like the area right where the action happened, and you can even see like one of the grates hasn't been properly like all the way placed down or something. It's not even gonna take a check or anything. Like you can instantly see where it would go. You can see where it would be why it would have been hidden, because it like you can see where it's like, oh man, you would completely miss this if you didn't know what you're looking for. But because you know what you're looking for, it's pretty easy for you guys to spot. And sure enough, it appears to like one of the grates opens, and there appears to be a tunnel that just drops straight down into darkness for a little distance.
We take a short rest.
We
Yes.
did.
Okay.
I used what hit points you had left, which were only 2.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, let's open the tunnel. I'm hesitant to split the party, but I also kind of want to like split the party. Like you guys go down and look at the tunnel. I'll go look at this.
I'm not gonna. Nah.
The boys been scared by the place.
I would like to remind my adventuring party that I have 0 rages left, so your tanky tank is not a tanky tank no more.
Yeah, Thimbleweed has watched 2 of his tanks, almost die, so his mortality is now in question.
All right, one at a time.
Tunnel.
Tunnel. Yeah, let's start descending down into this hatchway.
Okay. Yeah, you guys descend down, and there's an old like ladder that's like welded to the wall that you can even use to go down, and it's only maybe it's a story like 8 or 9 feet down, and it appears to be a cramped dark tunnel that just extends into darkness for hundreds of feet. The walls are braced with old wooden supports, and there are large footprints still on the ground, far larger than a normal human's, creating an obvious trail just going through this basically like 6 or 7 foot wide tunnel. However, lying near the entrance is a carrying bag that must have fallen off of someone, and inside are a bunch of empty vials, most of them just shattered into shards of glass, along with a small book. And this book looks like a journal that reads as so. I did not make handouts for this, so I have to read along. Dated 12 days ago. While cleaning one night, Harold and I stumbled upon an old tunnel underneath the brewery. I was scared, but he convinced me to grab a torch and explore. We crept forward for maybe 15 minutes before we saw the end. The tunnel emerged in the woods outside town. We followed a nearby stream and came across this cave. It was getting late, so we vowed to come back the next day and explore.
Huh?
Dated 11 days ago. This wasn't just any cave. I think it was a burial chamber for some ancient tribe. There were burial niches in the walls, and in the back was a tomb that we couldn't figure out how to open. The walls have these big murals that depict the tribe growing big and strong, and there were these strange plants growing nearby. Harry was disappointed there wasn't any loot, but I think he's missing the real treasure here.
Alright, there's no loot, guys. Let's go.
Dated 8 days ago. It took me a few days to get some books from a traveling merchant, but I think I figured it out. Within the murals is a recipe for making growth potions, and I think they use these weird plants to make them. I'll need an alcoholic substance for the base. Luckily, I know just the place. Dated 6 days ago. I thought we were being careful, but someone followed us back to the cave. Gage, that cute girl who works with the bees. Thought she was going to turn us in or blackmail us, but instead she wanted in. Harold isn't happy about it. I think he's still mad that I experimented on his dogs after what happened to the goats.
Oh no, not the goats!
Goats!
Pause for Thimbleweed's reaction.
I don't have any more animal spells.
Yeah.
Dated 4 days ago. Damn it, Harold. He was getting really angry with us. I think he's just jealous that Gage likes me more. I slipped some of the formula into his drink. It worked almost instantly, but it's still not quite ready for human consumption. He lost a lot of himself. Thankfully, he's a lot more compliant now, though he keeps drinking the damn supply. Dated 3 days ago, and the final entry. Gage had the brilliant idea to inject the formula into the bees' supplements to refine the final product. It's having some rather adverse reactions on the bees, however. I guess I should have expected that. The mead hall is getting too dangerous, but the formula should be ready soon. Then the damn company will be throwing money at me to produce it for them. Or I'll start my own line. Get bigger and stronger with Duke's Verbeeg Brew.
Oh, Doug.
So he put it into the bee supplements. All right, so that's the cause of what's happening to the bees. There's some growth formula that kind of been steroided up.
Mhm. They've
Roided.
got roid rage.
But yeah, you guys find this journal, read those entries, and continue into this tunnel for what feels like about 10 or 15 minutes, and you walk about 1,000 feet through this tunnel. And just as the journal describes, the dark tunnel ends in a wooded area with a frozen stream nearby. The large footprints are eroding but still visible in a few places, traveling near the stream. And the trail and stream ends, after just another couple of minutes of walking, really, in a large cave with multiple entrances. The frozen stream extends into the west cave. The center cave features an 8-foot-high passage blocked tight by trees and fallen logs. The northeast cave has a big yawning mouth with flickers of light emanating from within. And you can tell the tracks lead specifically into that northeast cave. And you all are on another map.
Ooh.
And we really haven't thought about, just like bunking down for like 8 hours, right?
Bees need our help.
Uh-huh.
Now there may be goat hostages. Not sure.
Right. The goats are in danger.
So more than likely inside the cave are dogs that have had something done to them, goats that have had something done to them, and poor dumb Harold,
Poor Harold that has something done to him.
right? That's what y'all got out of the passages as well too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to die.
And Gage and Dugan, who are doing the bad things.
Doing bad things in that cave.
That thing's Dugan.
Oh, Dig Dug.
All right. To the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yep. I go by what my ideals say. I'm most happy when risking everything, so let's risk it all.
Look at character sheet. Damn it, I'm foolhardy. Curses.
Boy.
Does one way look like it has the tracks more than the others?
Tracks.
Yes, as I mentioned, the stream goes to the northwest. The center is a passage, but it's kind of blocked by a bunch of trees and fallen logs. And then the right path has the tracks going that way. Let's see, Thimbleweed, you're heading down the stream path to the north. To the north along the frozen stream, the tunnel splits. One way continues north, and the other veering east. The stream follows the dark northward tunnel, and light from a distant fire is visible from the eastern tunnel.
Can I sneak towards the fire?
You sure could. Give me a stealth check.
I'd like to sneak towards the fire.
Right.
Where'd everyone go? I was working on my character sheet. Oh, there you are. I see you. Wait for me!
A nice, shiny, super clean mop in tow.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A lot of obstacles, huh?
Let's see, what can you see? So in this room, a natural tunnel bisects a ring-shaped excavation in this area. Niches cut into the north end of the outer ring are empty. And then toward the east, Thimbleweed, you see a roaring bonfire in the middle of a room full of crates and barrels, and at the far end of that room is an animal pen featuring a grotesque sight. 2 giant goats with disproportionately enlarged bodies and tumorous growths feast on smaller, similarly mutated animals.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
These are the ultimate betrayal goats for you.
Up ahead are 2 goats that are eating regular sized animals. They're giant goats.
Don't bury the
Don't
lead on that one.
Did I mention they were giants?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Thimbleweed, but I don't remember goats in this area of the world also being carnivorous.
Roll a history.
I will. Do I know if goats are carnivorous?
That should be a nature check, I think.
I do believe you're right, but I don't really know that much about goats.
You just hate them.
They were not nice to me, and
It's been a rocky relationship with goats. And no, I swear to God, I'm not the one that put goats in every one of these adventures. I just never realized every one of these adventures had fucking goats in them.
it was a happy coincidence.
It's just become a running joke now. I'm gonna have to put a goat like every like random exotic place, like some underwater dungeon. There's a goat with like a breathing apparatus just hanging out
Swimming
somewhere.
past.
Yeah. Just the Where's Waldo thing of just you gotta find the goat in this dungeon.
You didn't happen to see our 2 experimenters, did you?
I did not see them, but I did not get that close. You may get closer if you'd like, but I would rather not be eaten by a goat.
I'll go up and look. I am not quiet though. Like
Maybe we could see what the other path leads down first.
Fraser's like, I'll charge over.
Damn it, she is foolhardy.
Written right there.
Pull out your pamphlet. It's written right there. Foolhardy.
Yep.
Well, I'll be.
Under application.
Ray.
Let's look around first before heading into the giant bonfire room, eh?
if you insist.
Let her be eaten.
Like the goats.
I've grown disinterested in this.
So does it, what the stream, does it just go to an end up here?
Feel free to explore that north area.
I'm kind of nervous.
All right, I want to sneak into this room.
Okay, yeah, you sneak into the room.
Sneaky.
Tread carefully. All right, what's in the hole?
As Thimbleweed is doing that, Celeste is going to hang back, but uses her newly discovered telepathy to go to Thimbleweed.
Oh shit! The goats are on us.
The goats are in my mind.
None of us know she's telepathic, so we.
I don't think so. She could fuck with you guys for a long time.
Did any of you see a goat?
Besides the ones you've already seen, my friend.
No.
No mind goats. I can tell you that.
Oh.
No goats here.
Okay. Hey. There are no goats around here. Okay. Are there any goats in this hole?
So, the frozen stream ends at a 7-foot deep frozen pond at the back of a dark cave. You do see trapped beneath the ice appears to be a stone statue of a young man.
Harold?
I don't think we're that lucky.
Yeah.
How? Okay. Hey everyone, look at this stone statue of this kid.
Wait, how deep is the hole?
The how deep is the
Pond is 7 feet.
pond? Yeah, the pond is 7 feet. The top of the statue ends about a foot beneath the top, but the entire pond is frozen solid.
If I crit it, can I break it open?
If I crit it.
That
I
worked
mean-
out so well for you last time.
I mean, you can take some kind of implement and chop at the ice if you want to.
If the goats hear us,
Right.
they seem closer than I thought.
I hear them all around me.
Well, do we want to see the statue or not?
I don't know. Is there a boy we're supposed to be finding?
Uh,
Can we? What of the statue can we see from up here? If we like maybe hold a light to it.
yeah. You can definitely identify it with like a torch and kind of peer down through there. It can be kind of hard to be. It's kind of distorted, but it definitely looks like to be a religious figure. If somebody wants to give me a religion check.
Oh, who's religious here?
Religious?
20 sessions in, we're going to determine who's religious in here.
Oh wow.
Thimbleweed.
With your -1, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I too have a -1 in religion.
Most of you are able to identify Sylvanus, a good-natured god of nature, who's been known to statues can bestow some kind of a blessing on those that are pure of heart.
Of hands, who's pure of heart?
Definitely not Balrobin.
It has been 0 days since I was pure of heart.
Well, have you know, I'm quite a good man, in fact. Dear Frey.
Really? Is that why you tried to betray us? We have different
Misunderstanding.
very definitions of good.
Perhaps. Let the statue decide. Okay?
Betrayal is a virtue upon my people.
That's right.
Put the statue
Frail-
between us and whichever one
Frail
blesses.
just hand him an axe. Frail hand him an axe and say, "Get to chopping."
Yeah.
Our society didn't make it.
Come on, chop away.
You give me your axe or a axe?
It's a training axe. It's like what
That's
you
a
give
Fisher Price
to
axe,
children.
Yeah.
Not dig.
It's really not sharp. It's real blunt. It's like training scissors.
Great.
That's fair. Don't want him to injure himself.
I will help, but Varane will not dig this hole himself. While everyone watches him.
All right. So what I gotta roll? Just like a strength check here or something.
It doesn't take a roll. You guys can just work on this ice for a hot second if you want to. There's also a tunnel that extends to your east that you would kind of have to crawl in some ways, but you can see it does seem to lead towards the east part. But it looks like
Thimbleweed and I actually have to crawl.
you two probably would not have to crawl. That's a good point.
All right, let's get the statue out.
Okay. You guys spend some time hacking away, the sounds kind of ringing off the caves for a couple minutes, especially if more than one of you actually joins in and uses some kind of implement or something to excavate parts of it. But you think after a time, you reveal kind of the top, like, outstretched hand of the statue, chipping away like a archaeologist.
Frey touches it.
Frey, make me a religion check as
I
you
have a
attempt
-1 in religion.
as you attempt to feel
Yeah, I don't feel
Sylvanus's
shit.
holy light within you.
Yeah, no, I have a -1.
It just feels super cold to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's like a cold stone statue that's been encased in ice for a while.
I take his finger.
Seems the statue has not judged you righteous then, dear.
I never said I was. You're
Let
the
me-
only one who has commented that they had a pure heart.
Let me see if it will react to me then. You said religion?
I did. Ooh, Robin feels the Holy Spirit within. You touch the statue and you feel a warmth spreading through your body. And you are now under the effects of the Bless spell for the next hour.
Oh. Nice. Look up what that does. No, I know.
Now we long rest.
What does that do? Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw.
Ah, alright. It's probably gonna come in handy.
Let Thimbleweed touch this statue. Thimbleweed the Pure,
Mhm.
as my nickname was in my tribe. Also, Thimbleweed the Chaste.
Really?
Also, Thimbleweed the Never Going to Do It Ever.
The table for one.
Thimbleweed!
Yours was worse than mine.
It was. Multiple PCs with a -1 in religion. I'm so happy I can make those of you that bothered with religion give you a reward. Thimbleweed, it just feels super cold and uncomfortable to you. And you are left wanting.
I really never will do it, will I?
This does remind me of those days.
Well, I literally grew up in a monastery, so there is no way I am not pure of heart.
Celeste, that is true. You think you falter a little bit, but you steady yourself and feel the warmth spread throughout your body, an inner warmth, and you are also under the effects of the Bless spell for the next hour. Any attacks or saving throws, you can add a d4. There is a way, as Nick points out in the chat, to set that up on your character sheet also.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think we've done that before, but I believe you can go to... How do you do that? There's a global modifier you can turn on in the if you go to the gear symbol.
Ooh, cool.
Let's see. So if you go to show global save modifier field and show global attack
Whoa.
modifier field, which is this, and I'm jacking with your sheet right now.
Oh, I was like, what the hell just happened?
Assuming control.
I'm being hacked.
I think that's how that works. Okay, yeah. And so now if you see down there under your attacks, it says global attack modifier,
Mhm.
1d4 blast, that's currently turned on. So it'll automatically roll that whenever you make one of those attack rolls, is I believe how that works.
So you said attack and save?
Yeah.
Or what?
Don't know where the saving one shows up at. Maybe it just turns on automatically.
Right underneath the saves.
So
Oh.
the global save modifier?
Yeah, turn that one on too. There you go. Yep, no, it looks like that. That way, don't forget.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Edmund feels kind of left out, but doesn't feel very religious.
That's up to the
Ew,
dice.
man.
Oh, you got the
Wow.
Holy Spirit, son!
I feel like canonically Edmund would just watch the four of us do it and then just game the system. He would know
Yes.
exactly how to touch it.
I like that. Purely observational science involved.
He used his robotic arm and
Yeah.
kind of infused it with a little religion.
Infused it with a little religion. It's not religion, it's just science you don't understand. But yes, you grasp it. Those of you that are listening, he rolled a critical success on that religious check. And Edmund, you also gain an inner warmth that spreads throughout your body, giving you the effects of the Bless spell for the next hour. It
All
appears
right.
to be the only thing in this room.
It's all right. That was
Well-
That was saves and attacks. you
Saves
said?
and attacks, yes.
A 1d4.
Thank you, dear Sylvanus, for your blessing.
Thanks for nothing.
I will
Can I
write
break the
great
hand off the
stories of
statue?
you. Oh, no, don't
Start
desecrate
cracking.
the statue.
Yeah.
I'll
Desecration.
show you. Stupid statue.
Lightning flashes in the background.
Our blessings just get reversed immediately.
You all turn old and skeletal. Ah, I'm wasting away.
Where's your religion now?
Let's get Frey out of here before her rage and the statue boils over.
Limit the desecration.
He said over here is a tunnel
There is
crawl
indeed.
through,
Yep.
or a walkthrough for
A
the cool
walkthrough for
kids.
those of you that are
Not blessed.
not, yeah, the shrimpos of not blessings.
This is the noblest tunnel.
Yep. In fact, I'll just go ahead and open that up to make it easier for you guys.
Tunnel of Noblesse. All right. I will carefully go through this tunnel, and there is a slab.
There is a slab. Carved steps to the south climb up to this 10-foot high, 15-foot square room, which has a natural tunnels extending in the east and west walls. Obviously, just came out of the west one. In the middle of the room is a large rectangular stone block that resembles a sarcophagus. Pictographs fill the wall depicting ancient peoples.
There's a mummy inside that. We're not opening that.
Let's open it up.
Okay.
Easily suggestible type.
Kick it open.
You just kind of put your hands on it and push, and nothing happens.
I'll put my hands on it and push.
Wait. All right, let me listen at the lid.
You are fairly certain there is nothing rattling around in that lid, inside there, if it is indeed hollow.
All right, I will help Frey push it open. Gonna do some grave robbing.
I feel like that's the conversation those two are having. Like, oh, let them be pure of heart. We're gonna rob a grave.
That's right. The rest of you go start a comment. These guys are just like, nope, we're grave robbing now.
We're the bad boys of the party. We're grave robbers.
Where'd you get those leather jackets and cigarettes?
Dead people.
Don't you want to be cool?
I spin a wheelie and take off,
That's right.
On your tricycle.
or spin out a donut.
Yep. You guys both push and push and push, but it appears to be just a solid block, although it does look like a sarcophagus.
I don't even get to roll to see if I can open it.
I mean, I would let you roll, but I'm telling you right now, this is what's happening. You can examine it. You can also examine the mural.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It really does.
I'd like to continue trying to open it.
Do we have any dynamite? Yeah, I'll examine the murals.
I guess I'll look at the sarcophagus.
The murals depict seem to reveal a story of people who found an herb in a cave, mixed it into some drinks that they then drank, and they grew larger to defeat their enemies. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of a series of images and pictures, like cave drawings, you inferred. Frey, give me an investigation check as you really search around this sarcophagus, trying to figure out.
Stop picking the things I have -1s in. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Frey, you search around and you discover there are some what you surmise are finger holes, but they're very large. Like, even for a normal human-sized hand, these would be very large holes spread out in multiple places surrounding this sarcophagus, and a quick kind of tool around after finding them seems to, you kind of do the math in terms of how they're spread out and stuff, and it seems like it would take at least 4 people of sticking their fingers into these slots.
Tumbleweed. We must stick our fingers into the holes.
All right. I do it.
But we're going to need 2 more of the
What
chosen
hole?
ones.
You didn't even ask. I do it.
It's not the right hole she was talking about.
That's right. Not those holes.
Can we see the herbs anywhere? Like
You do not.
any kind of plant life?
You have not seen anything like that. You see what may have been like, you see like shreds of plant life in this room, but you don't see any herbs. In fact, you could give me a nature check. Or Thimbleweed could as well.
Really? Again, another minus
I know,
1.
I just thought of that. That's not bad. From what you can tell, there may have been something growing here that has been harvested.
Does it?
Right. We
Is
just
there
have
like
to
a
wait here until
trail?
it grows back.
Yep. There's bound to be treasure in here.
Well, Weed starts watering it.
You can get it in water.
I guess we'll
Right.
have to come back to this one.
Yes. Onward.
Well, I guess at this point, those of us in the other cave should probably be like whispering down the little tunnel, like, is it safe in there, my friends? Should we come through?
Oh, watch this! Watch this! Ah! Save us! Oh god!
Nope,
Oh.
I'm out. I'm
Oh
out.
no!
Bless me again, statue.
Ray's head became separated from her body. Eh?
Fascinating. Separated from
Thimbleweed, right when you yell that backwards, you turn around and look down this tunnel right next to you, and you see you see a bunch of mead barrels. You also see a large hulking figure who's currently has its back to the tunnel you're looking down, and appears to, when you first saw him, was sleeping, but upon all these noises that you guys are making, yelling back and forth, it starts jerking awake and starts making grunting noises and picks up a very large club and begins walking around. And specifically, you see it disappearing further down a tunnel opposite of the one you're looking down into.
And this other tunnel is a small one, like what we climbed through earlier, right?
That is correct.
All right. I want to go through this tunnel.
Okay.
Ray's gonna stick her head in this one and be like, "Hurry up! Come on, let's go!"
Is this your decapitated head speaking to us now?
No, this is your conscience. Get in here, blessed one.
So Thimbleweed, you squeeze through this tunnel, and you see what looks like several barrels of what this. In fact, you saw them in the warehouse in the meat hall, plenty of them, but barrels of the mead. Some of them looks like they have been broken and half drained, and you also see like straw on the floor and just a nasty just animal smell in this room.
It's like home.
I will squeeze my way through this small tunnel to make it to them.
Sure. So Valravn, you see that same room I described earlier with the murals and the stone sarcophagus, which Frey has identified as having all these finger holes in there, and then steps leading down to your south, and a tunnel extending towards the east.
Our two options are either to drink all the meat ourselves and become supermen amongst the group, or give it all to Celeste and see how big she can get.
Give it to Celeste.
All right.
I'll hold her down. You force feed it.
All right.
Dear God.
Then we'll take bets on who wins against the giant.
Oh, you're on. Celeste, come here.
$50 on the giant.
Damn, you beat me to it. We found
Celeste
something
is
that needs
gonna-
cleaning.
Celeste is
We found
gonna.
alcohol.
Huh? Okay, she's gonna start down the tunnel, but she's gonna keep her eyes closed and just feeling in front of her, going, "Don't let me see the decapitated head."
I wish there was like snow in here, because then Frey would like immediately try to bury herself with just her head out and go. Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Hide behind one of the mead barrels.
Oh, I'll just put like my head is sitting on one of the mead barrels.
Yeah.
Still talking.
Help
Yeah.
me.
I'm like the perfect height for my head to just be sitting on top of one of the barrels.
Which, I mean, but Robin knows what you're doing, but he'll let you play your game.
Around the time that Valravn makes it crawling through the tunnel and Celeste makes it to the tunnel, you hear the very obvious sounds of a large humanoid approaching from the east.
Shit.
What do we do?
Celeste, Harry, drink the alcohol. Drink the beer.
Yes, come over here. Where my head
I don't
is.
understand. How are you? Okay.
Chug, chug, chug.
All right.
Just knock
Celeste-
my head off the keg. It'll be fine.
Celeste starts chugging.
Yes.
All right, you get into the mead and begin to drink, and at the same time, a what looks like an ogre turns the corner and sees all of you and just bellows loudly, raises his club, and we're gonna need to roll some initiative here.
Back into the tunnel, Frey. Come on.
Leave them to their own devices.
Is this an no.
Shit.
Oh my god, look at these.
Way to crit the initiative.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I was
Here,
getting a lot
high
of
five?
green numbers tonight already. I mean, the religion checks and the hit dice rolls you guys did. Some battle music. Celeste, you are the first to react. So you drank some of this mead, and the first thing you realize is that A, it's good, but it's also been, you know, just kind of sitting out here for a while. And B, you're not feeling any kind of effects. You might, and this looks like normal mead. You might suspect this might be the before. But
We'll just have to keep drinking.
Eventually you'll feel something.
that's a good way to keep drinking. Eventually you'll feel something.
Or eventually it won't feel anything when that ogre starts to hit you if you're drunk
right.
enough.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. There's lots of stuff going on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna run up to the ogre and see if everything happens correctly here. Well, there's lots of like extra things now.
Yeah.
There's a +1 for the special mob, and then a +4 from the.
Oh right. Yep,
you
there
you
is.
needed all
Or
those
a
pluses
D4.
too. You rolled a 4. Thanks in part to your blessing from Sylvanas, that mop strike will hit this ogreish giant. For 9 damage. Yeah, it already did the damage.
And then I will.
Are you feeling emboldened from the alcohol then? You just charge this ogre?
Yes.
All right.
Well, that and I can run away. So, and then I will spend a key point to use my flurry of blows to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Once again, Bless comes through for you. My goodness.
Wow.
7. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Tremendous
Celeste,
crit.
holy shit. Crit on the second unarmed strike does. Oh my goodness, that was nasty pants. 15, was that 24 damage?
Celeste
Wow.
just
Yes, you
chug some beer.
it's
and
just
And then-
it goes
Just-
ham.
dances away back to drink some more meat.
I mean, it
It
seemed to be
gives me
working well.
strength.
Yeah, that ogre rocks back in surprise.
Witnessing the rare fret party Celeste here.
Yeah.
Here's what we do next after we see this. We give the ogre some meat.
Just the next scene is just him drinking with all of you.
And then just place it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just skip ahead to that part. All right, Frey, you are currently hiding and pretending to be headless behind the barrels.
Alright. Jump out from behind the barrels.
Right, some kind of body all along.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, that is a real big dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happiest when I'm risking it all. Damn it.
You see bits and shreds of clothing on him that look like it was once part of like a jumpsuit uniform.
Okay.
Hulk out.
Yeah, it's probably Harold.
Does it have the mechanic name tag? Her.
Yeah, exactly.
Arrow.
Hero.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna just do it anyway. I don't have to be raging to do it, so
You do not.
Yeah, risk it all.
Lord knows I like rolling
No.
with advantage.
22 for 11 damage.
Yeah. That axe cuts into him for sure.
That's all I got.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
I'm just gonna prepare myself at this point now.
Yeah, he looks very heavily injured now, and his morale has somewhat changed. But the moment he will attack with advantage with his giant club on Frey. 16.
Just barely hits
Wow.
me.
Good enough for me. How about for 16 bludgeoning damage?
That'll hurt. I miss my rage.
Yeah, I finally drained all your resources. It only took 2 previous dungeons to do it.
Because
But
you wasted a rage. You wasted one
But
by
that
playing
is-
my character for me.
that is
I should
all.
have gotten that back.
That is the prerogative when you're gone. That is all the ogre gets to do. However,
That's fine.
However,
I'll
he
take another
does-
one of those.
he does yell and scream. Say, "Friend, friend."
Friend?
That appears to be what he's saying. But he's yelling it down the other end of the cave. Mr.
We
Thimbleweed.
can be your friend.
Friend, I am Thimbleweed. I am no friend.
Nobody's friend.
I am no one's friend.
Why you're always gonna be capable of
Ask any of these people.
No friends.
Alright, I'm going to attack with a Chardon, my last Chardon arrow.
Oh.
I can remember where my short bow is.
15 does hit this this non-armored ogre.
Right? That's extra damage. So roll that. Alright. The Shardon Arrow does. I can't reroll that one. That's psychic damage. It's not piercing. It's very sad.
It's true.
Oh.
It's true. That's 16 total?
Yep.
Damage?
16 total.
Okay.
They have to do a wisdom saving throw or become blinded.
He doesn't look very wise. What was the DC? I'm guessing that's a failure.
Yeah. Yeah, barely.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot him with that psychic Chardolin arrow, and it seems to pierce his mind. And he kind of knocks his head, and you see his eyes kind of turn like a milky white. Or, let's see, Chardolin, he probably turns like a weird, darky, like gassy substance coming out of his eyes.
Gassy.
Gassy. Pretty freaky looking on a big ogre. He is blinded.
Alright.
Mr. Lonrier.
So he yelled friend down the hallway. So it was not directed at us, right?
It was not directed at you all, no.
Okay. Valravn will approach this creature slowly.
Easy there, boy.
Yeah.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
He's blind, so you don't need as much caution.
I guess that's true.
I think that's a good point.
Your name is Harold, yes? Oh dear boy, what have they done to you? They have twisted your body in the most foul ways. Your friends have betrayed you. Can't you see that? I see any reaction out of him.
Oh, I thought this was part of a spell. You're just talking to him?
No, I'm talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks upset, but he looks more upset about the amount of pain that's just been dealt to him by all of you. And he looks very much in like cornered animal mode. He's like kind of swinging that axe or that great club wildly in front of him. It looks like it's very hard to even get his attention.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna be able to talk him down then. As Valravn gets close, then I think if they're blind, I don't think they can take opportunity attacks. Is that correct?
I think it's just disadvantage, but I will look it up.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Does you automatically fail any ability check which requires sight? You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you have advantage. So he could still do it, but he would have disadvantage.
Gotcha. I feel bad about attacking this blind ogre that I know to be a man that has been mutated. But also,
well, Robin grapples with the morality of the situation as an action.
So he's gonna try something else then.
There are no good people here.
What he was saying
Only
to him
dead
about
heralds.
what he was saying to this
You
creature
goats.
about his friends betraying him and turning on him and twisting his body, that wasn't actually just talk. Those were unsettling
Those
words.
were unsettling words. I agree.
And as he is blind, he doesn't really even see this, but as Valravn is approaching this hulking thing, his hand comes into his
Oh,
pocket.
now he's a
and
thing.
it comes out of his pocket with like a little handful
Easy
of
to do.
powder,
Yeah.
and he blows the powder into the creature's face.
Blinding him even further.
I'll try to get through to him, but if not, hallucinogens.
He's now high on LSD.
These are pacifying spores that I've had in my pocket for a hot minute. Fortunately, the reason I did unsettling words is because I bet he's good at Constitution.
He does look like a beefy boy. That'd be the only thing he's good at. Alright, so a con saving throw.
Yes.
Oh! Your words
Not
were
that beefy.
so unsettling, I couldn't roll
You
worth
got a 2.
a
but-
shit. Alright. He rolled a 5, and then with your unsettling words, he rolls a 2. So he is, yeah, in bad shape.
He is stunned for 1 minute.
Wow, okay. Stunned and blinded is bad fucking news for our ogre friend.
Great for me, though.
Yeah.
Sleep now, giant man. I'm gonna just back away then.
Yeah, so stunned
wasted
is you are incapacitated, can't move, and speak only falteringly. Attack rolls against you. Oh, you didn't do it. Sorry. Yeah. Stunned creature is incapacitated. Creature automatically fails strength and dex. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. It doesn't say he can't use an opportunity attack, right? Or no, sorry, incapacitated. I have to read that one.
Oh, right.
Okay, you can't take actions or reactions, so you're right. He cannot. He cannot. God, I hate that a lot of the conditions are just like, you also have this condition.
Stacking.
Like, yeah, they're like overlapping. All right. Yeah, you guys have effectively shut this dude down. Mr. Ulrich.
If Valravn feels bad, I feel even worse now that he's even more status affected.
He's very incapacitated right now. Blinded, stunned, and looks in really bad shape health-wise.
We decided if we would kill him?
Diabetes, high blood pressure.
Just really gotta see a doctor.
Yeah.
Just got a cough that's been rattling around for a while. He sleeps in this fucking cave, like conditions aren't good.
But
Answer your question, Edmund. Valravn thinks that the best case scenario in this whole scenario would be to find an antidote to what they've done and return both the bees and this man to their normal state. But I don't know if that's gonna happen.
We need more time to do research on these herbs. But I did not see him. I don't know how aggressive he was when he approached us.
The bloodied Frey over there.
Frey looks injured, yeah, and he's still he was as of a second ago waving that great club around menacingly, but now he's stunned.
How about if we just disarm him?
I mean, we could still like bring him to zero. We can just knock him out.
Mm-hmm. Are there any pits around him by chance?
You haven't seen what's behind him, but nothing in this cave from so far.
Well, let's see if the DM want me to do this. I have advantage against him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna thorn whip him in the face.
I feel bad for him, but I will thorn whip him in the face.
And instead of pulling him necessarily like 10 feet towards me, can I just like pull him down prone?
Lash him to the ground now.
I'll allow it because he's stunned, so I don't think he can. He automatically fails strength and dex. Although this isn't gonna save anyway, it's just pulling.
If you want to, you can just walk up and put him on the ground.
That's kind of right, exactly. Yeah, because mechanically you could grapple him to the ground and he couldn't do anything about it because he literally fails all those saves. So yes, I will allow that. And then also does 3 damage. Back up to you, Celeste. This ogre is stunned, blinded, prone, and looks in real bad shape.
Well, I feel bad now too.
The guilt is spreading like a disease.
We keep adding more stat. That now he's just prone on the ground, face down in the snow, incapacitated,
Really sad.
stunned, blind.
Now we've emptied his bank account.
Who's gonna be the worst of us?
Me. Easily. He hit me.
If Frey gets to go again, that's just...
Yeah. He hit me, I hit him. It's gonna be that's just how it rolls.
The kindest thing you could do at this point, Celeste, would be to knock him unconscious so that Frey doesn't murder him.
This is terrible.
You know, the kindest thing you could do is reverse his condition.
Yeah, like what if there's like another like potion and maybe this is the mead that reverses, that it's like an Alice in Wonderland situation or something else around here that turns him.
Which I think, yeah, I think as best case scenario, if we knock him unconscious, then we could come back to him and, you know, cure his condition later.
Why don't you try giving him some of the meat and find out?
Yeah, there you go. Give him some mead. Add drunk to his condition statuses.
Okay, I think we've talked about this before. Is there? Can I try to knock him unconscious without killing him?
Sure. Anytime you do a melee attack, essentially you still do damage, but then once the opponent reaches 0 hit points, you can just choose to knock them out instead of actually killing them. Mechanically, you still have to reduce them to 0 hit points.
Okay.
You can absolutely choose to make it a non-lethal blow. Which I'm pretty sure you have advantage from multiple sources.
Why?
In so many ways.
He dies.
My goodness, another crit from Celeste. Holy moly.
Wow.
Yes, that will absolutely take...
She tries to hold back, but due to the mead, she can't.
Just smashes his face in.
Did he have to roll on your massive damage table since she rolled a crit?
Oh, you know, I forgot to do that the first time. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you should have done massive damage the first time. I mean, it would be a killing blow anyway, but you said you're gonna hold back and
Just knock him out.
knock him out. Yeah, I'll allow it. So he has been knocked out. However, during the brief respite here, you hear a voice in the distance saying, "Harold! Harold! Harold!" But it sounds like a deeper, bigger, like, "Harold!" You know, voice coming from the south.
Do we have time to do anything? Or
Can someone do a Herald voice? Can someone impersonate Herald?
Hang on, let me see.
Do I have time to chug a health potion?
So I'm still gonna leave you in combat mode. So there's still hostile forces around that are close enough to leave you in combat mode. But Celeste, you can. I guess you already used your action to knock him out. You could still move if you wanted to.
I'm just gonna stay here and hide behind Harold.
Right behind his body, it's just on the ground.
Good plan. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, Frey.
let's all hide behind Harold.
Mm-hmm.
Pop out.
Everybody just stand back here.
I like to chug.
Pop Harold up. And
And just like wave is like everything is fine.
I would like to chug a potion of healing and then also hide behind Harold.
Mm-hmm.
Harold.
2d4 plus 2, right?
I believe so.
Waiting for Thimbleweed to try to hide inside Harold.
Oh dear God.
No.
Oof. Better be some big tunnels.
That's right. Nice.
Okay. And then after that, after Frey, you two, I don't think you can actually see. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, like when I hide behind Harold, I'm gonna like ready the axe. So if whoever's coming does anything untoward, they get the choppy on the Achilles tendons.
Okay. You hear the sound of another large humanoid, to your south, and you hear a voice that says, "Harold, no, no!" And you also hear that figure whistling, and then you hear the voice of Seda, "Come on, you two! Get after him! Find him! They killed Harold!" And you hear what sound like two large canines making sound.
I believe at the beginning of this this session, I remind 2 dogs,
Yeah.
some goats, large hairy man. All right,
It's all come true.
you better not have used pictures of our own dogs to be like,
What? No.
if I hear the little puppies growl, it's gonna be a bad day for them.
Okay, and then we go to Thimbleweed's turn.
Okay. I guess I'll ready my short bow for when someone comes into view.
If you guys are gonna chill in this room, then it sounds like I'm actually gonna take you out of combat, and you guys can.
Oh, those dogs aren't approaching?
You're not sure, but at the moment, I'm taking you out of turn-based combat mode. You've heard that there are hostile forces around you, but for the moment, I will let you guys determine what you want to do going forward.
Let's try to prop Harold up. Let's do that Weekend at Bernie style.
Yeah.
Idea.
All right.
I can attempt a Herald
So,
voice.
okay. So these are Harold's friends, right? So we just have to explain to them that Harold's fine. He's just a little bit knocked out, and we want to help him with, the Alice in Wonderland potion that's around here somewhere.
Right.
So maybe
Well,
we just try
the only
to.
problem with that is these are the same people who did this to him. So they're probably
Oh, this was intentional that they did this to him?
Yeah.
The journal made it sound like
Oh,
sociopathic.
missed
Like these
that.
two guys were in league together, and one of them like did experiments on the other one.
Oh, okay. We'll just kill them then. That's terrible.
And doing the Weekend at Bernie's isn't gonna work because they already said they killed Harold. So they've already seen Harold knocked out.
What I'm gonna
Okay.
do is I'm gonna try to do a Herald voice. I'll try to like call down the hallway and
My
just-
good chaps.
That's right.
Hi, Harold.
Hi, Harold.
Gonna be Hamilton.
At your service.
Just-
No, wait.
Harold is fine. Just sleeping. Robin is trying to do his best ogre voice, but he's
Sure.
can't quite.
More syllables than he knows.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage as you try to do your best ogre voice.
Great. Now, I can't see, but is the person on the other side of this a humanoid?
From everything that you've heard me describe, you think they would be beyond a humanoid.
Okay. Disadvantage it is that. A 12.
You hear the other figure respond and say, how dare you! And it feels like it gets,
Hold on. It's not a 12. It's not a 12. It is, in fact, because my silver tongue does not allow me to roll a 12. It is, in fact, a 17.
Oh. Cannot roll lower than a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that voice appears momentarily confused. And you all hear the sound of a large figure approaching from the south.
Do we want him to come up here? I'm
No.
unclear what our plan is. We could ambush him here in the room.
He's going to see this big guy passed out in the hallway.
Can we drag this body? I don't know. We're gonna Weekend at Bernie's this guy, right? Like, get him up.
We could drag him.
Yeah, bring him into the room. Try see if we can lure whoever this is in here.
I
Drag
don't
him in here.
Yep.
However many of you can hide behind Harold can hide behind Harold.
I mean, apparently my Thornwhip lets me drag a large creature, so it shouldn't take any effort on my part.
That's true.
Oh god, just whipping this
Somehow
ogre's
you can
body. That is kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I guess it's magical, but still, the fact that you can drag a creature
Right.
large up to 10 feet.
All right. While they are
Extra
doing
strong.
that, I will say, Harold doesn't feel well.
As
Come here.
and
Let's all back up.
yeah, Edmund is dragging the body backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us can hide behind Harold. Some of us can hide behind mead barrels.
Yeah, paint the picture for me, because you hear this figure approaching, saying, "What's going on?" But you hear him still approaching, and it's making definitely like loud, sounds like giant footfalls.
Pull up against the wall where the mead barrels are, and one arm just resting on top of the mead barrel.
Really paint
And
that.
one of us will stand behind the hand holding it and just go like this.
That's great.
So you're pulling him all the way into this room by the barrels, kind of like here.
And we'll prop him up
Okay.
and make it look like
It
he's
takes multiple
chillaxing.
people to like get this giant body.
And then we'll just hide
And then hide behind
on
him.
this
Yeah.
side.
Or on the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or two.
At the same time, all of you hear the sound of snow crunching on this tunnel and the sound of a large dog-type creature making like sniffing sound, like right on the western side of this tunnel.
Oh,
Western side.
well, that might be problematic.
And as soon as you see, did you guys actually want to do ready actions or anything like that as well? Or, because definitely,
Already said I did.
well, I mean, yeah,
That
conditions.
was also before we moved the body,
Right.
so I mean
I'll ready a wave from Harold.
Yeah.
Everybody in a different limb.
Oh. So we're attacking as soon as they.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, so here's the thing. We need to determine how close we're going to let them get. Either we block them here at the mouth of this cave, or we let them come all the way in. So if we're going to let them come all the way in, we need to back up and get along the back wall. If we're going to stop them right here, then just one of us needs to stay here to be the, like, right about here. Oh shit, never mind. To be the I didn't mean to see that. To be that stopgap like I was in front of Harold. Otherwise, they're coming in.
I mean, that's what I was picturing was that them coming in the room and then us jumping him when he gets fully in the room, like us hiding behind these barrels to the south here, behind the
Fine.
body.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could try to like get him to come in the room, and when
Mhm.
as soon as he's in the room, then we can all jump him,
Sure.
ambush.
I will give you guys a surprise round. Then that'll be the easiest way to do it mechanically, because you see this large figure approaching, and it looks like it. It doesn't look like anything that you would think a straight up giant would look like. But it looks similar in size to an ogre, except more like a person, not like a brute. So just kind of an enlarged person, but definitely like twice the size of a normal person, but not like a big brutish ogre. Like he's actually wearing like clothes and armed with a spear and everything, as he comes around the corner and sees this unfold, which I will trigger that in a surprise round. However, at the same time, you also see, as I mentioned, what looks like a gigantic wolf pokes its head and begins squeezing through the tunnel and definitely notices you guys. So there will be a surprise round, but it will include this wolf and not include the giant here. Let's get some initiative again.
Wait, so the giant's not coming into the room?
I mean, this is about as far as he makes it before he sees all you guys.
Even though we're hiding? Did you miss that part?
Yeah, we're hiding behind the barrels and behind the body.
We just all can't fit over there. That's why we're all kind of along the edge here.
Yeah, give me a stealth check then. This will be like a group stealth check. See if that's going to be good enough to draw him further in.
Stealth check.
Okay, that's good enough. You're going to be super perceptive.
Our Weekend at Bernie's ruse worked well enough to get him in the room?
Yeah, so we can make it pretty much right up to here before it's pretty obvious that you guys are here, even with the stealth checks.
No, it's me, Harold!
Yeah, no, then he's like, what the?
Okay, yeah.
And then behind him, you also hear some paces behind him, another, what sounds like another one of the giant wolves.
We rolling initiative again?
Yes.
Like it.
Yes. All right, so this is going to be a surprise round with you guys plus this wolf squeezing into this tunnel. I'm going to start with Thimbleweed.
All right. There's a wolf behind me.
Appears to be the case, yeah. An enlarged wolf is squeezing its way into that tunnel.
All right, I'll attack the giant with my short sword.
There, you can see the wolf better. That will hit.
Okay. I'm waiting for the day of that will not hit.
25 is a pretty good hit. Wow, max damage on the sword.
Oh, I don't have my swarm in there. Shoot. Is that a D4 or D6?
How good is that swarm?
D4. No. D6. Roll a 1D4 for appearance. That's what I answered. Alright, for 13 damage.
Alright. That does slash. You're probably hitting his kneecaps at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, the swarm will start appearing under his feet.
Ugh. Alright, Frey.
Hey. Sure, why not? He doesn't get a turn this time.
It's true.
That is correct. Oh my gosh, the fucking crits in this session. Holy guacamole.
Wow, and this time I want to see that massive damage.
Yeah, this time we're gonna remember the massive damage. That is very true. Alright, so 11 damage and has to make that con save.
My turn, just magic stone him.
Okay. Getting some baby aggro, I assume. Character sheet, buddy. Pretty good at con. Let's see if it helps you. It does. So it withstands any kind of massive damage, but did take a licking.
I'm gonna come down and get another cup of coffee before it gets cold.
Alright, this wolf, which is giant, one might even say dire, crawls its way through the tunnel and emerges to snap at Mr. Thimbleweed.
What? Me?
And
What did I ever do?
it's got the pack tactics, and guess who's
Oh, no.
next to one of his allies?
Oh wow! Right between
Who?
the two of them.
They try to bite you with advantage.
Yikes!
16. 10 piercing damage, and you must succeed on a strength save or be knocked prone as it tries to pounce on you.
Good job.
You stay up. It just mauls you without knocking you down.
All right, let me see. Use some regeneration.
Use some regeneration.
That's not your class, is it?
What is that, Thimbleweed?
Are the bugs regenerating you?
Hey, you guys kind of see his skin like ripple a little bit where he gets wounded.
Oh boy, okay. Robin, take some notes of that in his book.
Ask
All right.
Thimbleweed. All right, Celeste.
Okay. Celeste is gonna jump out and jump on top of this barrel of mead. And I guess bleach the wolf.
Bleach the wolf.
Bleach the wolf.
That's the latest dance move, I think.
How'd you imagine Celeste has been drinking this entire time?
Oh, well,
Just
sorry.
back behind the barrels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just great. Okay.
Yep, 16 will hit.
Mhm.
Do that. I'll do it 2 more times with a key point.
Triple bleach, a triple blast.
Mhm.
14?
14 will. You are getting such good fucking mileage out of this bless spell. Holy shit. How many attacks? It's crazy. Deanna's
so
regretting this statue immensely. 19 will also. All 3 of those blasts hit. For 17.
So she just, like, jumped on top of the barrel, probably a little like shakily because of the amount of mead she's been drinking. Shot the wolf with bleach a bunch of times, and now she's just gonna go like sink back behind the barrel.
Nice. Yeah, it's funny how much Drunken Master would have been perfect narratively, but not mechanically. You hear that second wolf approach from the tunnel as well, but can't get to you guys because everything's blocking the way. So we go to Edmund, which I believe he said he's going to magic stone. Did he say the wolf or the verbeek? Do you remember?
He just said magic stone.
Okay. I'll let you guys decide.
I assume the verbeek because it's right
Okay.
in front of him, but is that what it is? You said the word and I repeated the word, but I don't know what that means. He's a verbeek.
Oh yeah, that's what the stat block is. I teased that with one of the journals. I said verbeek brew or something. That will hit for 2 damage. That stone hits him in the face. We go to Valravn.
Alright, Robin's gonna try to talk for a second. You then must be the one known as Harold, yes?
He points at the ogre. Says, "That's Harold.
Shit.
You
shit,
killed
yeah,
him."
yeah, yeah. Simply unconscious, my dear boy. Your name is Dugan, then.
Glares at you, but didn't say anything.
I see. Well, you've caused quite a bit of commotion, my friend, and we are unfortunately here to shut your operation down. We must return the bees whence they came to their smaller size, and fix your dear friend here, of course. And you can, of course, lay down your arms now and aid us, or we can, by force, compel you to do so.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
He looks uncertain looking at Harold, and he sees a bit of a fear flicker in his eyes. But then he sees like his wolf, like, you know, mauling into Thimbleweed, and says, "No, no, you're gonna ruin everything. Well, I'll just kill you here, all of you."
Well then, my dear boy, I'm afraid we are indeed going to ruin everything for you. And at that, he will, from behind his back, produce a lantern, which flares outward with light, and attempts to light this giant up for everyone to see.
Yeah, it does like you're starting to get through to him, but he still is. He
Yeah.
himself seems still pretty healthy and feels
Right.
emboldened by his allies and
This
angered by.
might work if we take his dogs out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna do the Amber Lantern on him.
Okay.
So it's a DC 13 Dex check. All right.
Not very
Takes-
dexterous.
Takes 7 fire damage. And he is temporarily bathed in light, granting advantage on any attackers who can see it until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's got like the fairy fire.
Yeah.
We'll note about that. He appears angered by that maneuver.
He doesn't get to go.
He doesn't get to go. You're correct. Thank you for reminding me. All right, end of the surprise round is Mr. Thimbleweed.
All right.
It's actually Thimble Snack.
Thimble snack, yeah.
I won for your dog today.
I'll attack the non-dire wolf.
Okay. You have advantage thanks to he being temporarily lit up with a magic firebird.
Ooh.
Didn't need it, but 25 will certainly hit.
Yeah.
8 plus 14 damage.
Wow. Jeez. You guys are nuts. Ray.
That's me. Okay. Yeah, he does get to go this time.
It's terrible initiative.
Yeah, he did. Okay, that's fine.
Which really means you guys go like twice before he goes, which is brutal.
Yeah. Some of that sweet advantage.
I like how no rage is left, but she's still gonna reckless attack.
Mhm.
She's gonna go for it.
At
I'm
this point,
happy
she
with
just
risking everything.
Never not recklessly attacks, yeah. I don't know at what point I have to drain her resources and all of her hit dice and rages to make her not reckless attack, but it hasn't happened yet.
Never.
Motherfucker!
Never.
Oh my god! How
I was just
chat,
waiting for him to see that.
how many fucking crits have we had this session? My
I didn't even have to
God.
reckless attack to get that one.
You and
Oh.
Rochelle both. I think I've had 2 each. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even need the reckless attack. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you
Well,
know what?
you're-
You didn't have to reckless attack because you had advantage anyway because of the Ember's Lantern thing.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's fine. It still rolled the crit the first one, so.
Yes, absolutely. Sweet, merciful crap.
Rolls your massive damage.
Yeah, he's still up, but he's looking real bad. Con save. I believe he just makes it. 15.
Eyes of the damage I gave him.
Yeah. Well, it's a DC 10 or half the damage, so... Or,
Yeah.
sorry, DC 15 or half the damage. So he hangs
Frail
on,
just-
but...
Frail just look at him and say, "Call your dog off.
yeah,
You can survive this.
he's looking pretty bad.
If you call your dog off now,
Man,
I won't kill you."
roll intimidation.
Okay. I want to do my thing.
Do the thing.
The thing.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know if this will work, but we're gonna find out. I haven't actually ever got to do it yet. 15.
What is going on?
Everybody's pulling out secrets tonight. This is real. This is real exciting. Let's do that. Was that? Let's see. Insight that we counter by. Let's try this. He looks visibly shaken, and says to you, phrase like, hey, "You guys leave? Yeah."
We'll leave when all of this is done. But you can take your dog, you can take your friend, and you will not die. The choice is yours. Make it now.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to destroy all of this shit.
This is my work. This is everything I've done.
Then you can do something else. Figure out how to do it where your friend doesn't end up like that.
Says, I don't know if I can call the dogs off. They were technically heralds.
Figure it out or you die.
I don't want to die. Look, I'll back up, all right? But you're gonna have to deal with the dogs.
What about the goats?
I don't know. The goats were an early batch. It wasn't ready yet. I was just kind of waiting for them to die.
And so you took a more recent batch, yes?
That's right.
Where's the stuff that reverses all of this?
That what?
That takes it away.
Why would we do that? This is
'Cause
great.
the bees
I'm
are
huge.
fucking huge. I don't care if you stay huge. You stay huge, I don't care. All you tall ones are like this. The bees, though. I am not bigger than many things. But bees I am bigger than. And those fucking things are huge. I have a problem with
That's
this.
her problem with this whole situation.
Don't like things that are smaller than me being bigger than me. This should not be.
The bees have to go back. Tell me where it is.
I don't.
Or again, you die.
I don't have any kind of reverse.
And you die.
That wasn't.
These are your choices. You make the choice now.
I don't want to die. I'll leave. I'll get out of here.
No, you tell me how to fix the goddamn bees.
Look, you want some? You want some? I got some of the latest batch. All right.
Where?
It's down in my cave.
Where?
It's by the damn goats. By the fire. All right. It'll make you big like me.
I don't want to be big like you. All you tall ones think you're so big and so great.
It's great.
And look what I did to you being small.
He hesitates at that. Yeah.
You are dumb thinking bigger is better.
We're getting a deep dive into
Yeah, we really are. I did think bigger was better.
I'll do the big things, return to their normal size. They have to go back eventually.
That was something I was working on in the latest batch. It was only going to be temporary with the new stuff, but that's all I could make with the whole bee thing in the meat hall.
So did the bees get the old stuff or the new stuff?
Oh, they got the old stuff.
So all the big bees have to die then.
I don't care what happens to the bees.
What kind of animal tests things on things that are smaller than him? You know what? You go now. If I see you again, I will kill you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Take the damn dogs, and you go. And you can come back for Harold in a little bit when we're done. I promise we will not kill him.
Is he alive?
He's breathing.
I'm alive.
You're a macabre asshole.
Don't mind him.
He got an early batch.
I can tell.
Yeah, he's still a good guy, though.
You need to figure out how to fix him. That's your new job.
I think he's fine just the way he is.
He needs to be back smaller.
All right, I'll work on it. All right, but you gotta leave. This is my home now. I can't go back to town.
I told you, we are destroying all of your shit. And then we will leave. You can stay here, I don't care.
All
But
right.
if I see you outside of this cave again, I will kill you.
All right, fine.
I will kill any of your things that come out of this cave.
Oh God.
Do you understand?
This is like Fight Club, where you're like taking his driver's license, and you're like, "I will
I know where
fucking
you
find
live."
you."
I know where you live.
I know
what
where
you
you
look like.
Matt,
I know where you work. Oh God.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Take your dog and go.
All right, but again,
I'll be around the corner in a minute to destroy your shit.
technically not my dog. Come on, let's go. And he's like whistling. The dog is like growling, ready to like ravage Thimbleweed again.
perhaps
growl
just
at the
drag
dog.
the one behind you, my dear boy. That one you can handle, yes?
Yeah. I'll try to get him out of here. Sorry about the dog. They're angry.
Oh.
They're big and angry.
I did try to warn you about her, my dear boy, but you persisted.
God damn. All right. Next time, small potion. Smaller is better. I'm gonna leave you in combat for the wolf, however, but it looks like the big guy did drag the wolf back with him. Freya, you can have a point of inspiration.
Sorry, Thimbleweed, I tried to save your life.
Thank you.
Now she'll just look at the dog and growl at it.
All right.
At least I didn't roll a 1.
Yeah. Dog no longer has pack tactics, but will continue trying to ravage Thimbleweed. In anger. And miss terribly. Go to Celeste.
It's even afraid of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna jump out and on top of Harold, I guess.
Yeah.
And
This dog standing on Harold too, right?
Yeah, he's kind of just been used as a...
See, if we'd been smart, we would have put Harold's butt in front of the tunnel.
Yeah, plugged it up.
Just, yeah, physically blocked it.
Nice. Swat that dog.
Yeah. Yes, that both gonna hit. 16. That is a big wolf, but it is looking very heavily injured, starting to whimper a little bit.
that's it.
Right, should we have Edmund Magic Stone the wolf?
Mm-hmm.
It's it for 5. Shing.
See if you can, wow, what movie is that where the... Yeah, go on, get! I don't want you anymore! See if you can do that to the wolf.
That's only if the wolf, I think the dog initially belongs to
Yeah,
you. You can't just do that with a random dog that comes up to you and starts mauling you. Go on! I don't love you anymore.
Maybe it'll work, I don't know.
Robin, you may absolutely try that.
When is the... Oh, Fimble's gonna go with that phrasing. Okay. Alright, with the giant gone and his mate, brother, it's unclear the gender, gone as well, the lone wolf knew that the only thing that awaited him in this situation, should he persist, was death. I didn't actually roll.
Quite the vicious mockery.
Yep.
How wise is a wolf? surprisingly,
Damn.
very wise.
I don't give a shit about my stories. All right.
Nope. It's just Thimbleweed.
Well, in that case,
Oh,
he
yeah.
will also follow that up with a story about how great Thimbleweed is.
The
And
British
yes,
version.
that's right. and
A
yet Thimbleweed
tepid
knew-
mockery.
Thimbleweed knew that he would be able to defeat the dreaded wolf. And Thimbleweed will have a bardic inspiration.
Cute.
Which he does not need.
Thimbleweed has just been fucking. I don't think he's rolled less than a fucking 15 on these attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap! Everything's been 20 plus.
11 damage.
All right, Thimbleweed, how would you like to kill or not kill this giant wolf?
Yeah, I won't kill it. I'll just kick it and say, Get out of here! I don't love you anymore.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yep. The wolf whimpers and finally draws backwards with its tail between its legs. You guys are out of combat.
Ray's gonna follow that guy around and go break all his shit like she said she was going to.
Yeah, feel free to enter that cave, or you can see a roaring bonfire, which would have been a fun combat room with goats and fire and everything else.
If only the combat is happening.
If only.
She's literally taking her axe and breaking anything that is wood that looks like it can hold any kind of liquids or food or
Hold on. Hey, if there's anything we can take that instead of destroy, let's do that.
Oh, she's
Anything-
killing all this potion shit. She's like,
Well, let's grab it before Frey destroys it.
Get Celeste in here. Make her drink it all.
We're just like throwing stuff into bundles as Frey is like right behind us, axing
Just axing
tables
shit.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll just try to get. Yeah, I mean, he said there's no antidote. I'm hoping he was wrong, but maybe not. But
So-
we'll see what we can find here.
Yeah, and most of these crates are survival supplies like rations, torches. One of them is just packed with straw, and you can see the animal pens full of straw. Or like,
Won't mess with that. I'm looking specifically for the kegs.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can destroy the actual mead. There is one crate, which you'll have to tell me if Robin or Frey gets to it first, that appears to be labeled batch number 5. And it's
I'm trying to stay
it's an
like literally
open-
one step ahead of where Frey is
Sure.
going with her axe. So
it's an open crate. It says batch number 5, and it features 6 glass beer bottles with a dark yellow liquid inside.
One of us is closer to it. Which box is it?
yeah, 6 bottles. What's it called?
Batch number
Uh,
5.
It would take a bit of a identification, but
Okay.
that's what it's labeled. As Frey smashes all these boxes.
Right.
I will allow you to recover them, though.
I don't know. If she sees Valravn being too interested in a box, that means there's something in there that's got to go.
Yeah.
It's like literally like, gotta pull his hands away like quickly. 'Cause
Yep.
Her axe is
Might
coming
lose a
down on
hand. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
just fingers. You're only going to lose fingers.
Oh,
It's
great.
fine.
Yep.
I'm working on like a Chewbacca sash now.
Yeah, just fingers.
I've got the belt. I've got a really cool necklace.
Uh,
With the Miss America sash now.
Very nice.
all right. So that's basically it in the room. Besides stuff that
Yeah, other than the giant mutated goats, but they don't appear. You're not approaching the animal pen. They don't appear hostile. They're busy munching their like dead animals in the pen itself.
right. You'll take a look around up here.
Sure. To the north, you see a dead-end cavern that is a crudely excavated 10-foot wide pit in the middle of the floor. the smell of rot fills your senses. You lean over and you can see animal bodies that are in various stages of mutations have been dumped into this pit.
Great.
And excrement appears to be just like also a latrine area, just real nasty pants.
Dump everything. Great. Okay.
Yeah. And then to the southeast, you find what looks like a very large entrance. Half submerged in the icy mire are bones, skull, and tusks of a long dead mammoth. Do I have a picture of that?
Oh.
I do. Looks like that.
Oh wow.
And when you exit this cave, Alrabin, you see in the distance 2 of those humanoids. One of them you can tell is female, and the other one is the one you just fought and Frey had basically told off. And they appear to be arguing with each other, and he appears to be upset and visibly pointing at the cave.
All right, Robin's gonna yell out to them. Are they within yelling distance?
Sure.
Okay.
Frey's coming!
Yeah. My dear Gage, I'm not sure if your dear friend there has explained things to you, but by order of the we're not sheriffs, whatever,
Marshals.
Marshals. I was gonna get there eventually.
What's my
By the marshals of 10 towns, this very illegal, very dangerous facility is being deconstructed at the moment. I would advise you steer clear until we have long vacated the premises and cease any and all dangerous scientific experimentation. Yes?
That seems pretty effective, and she's got her like at one point she's clutching a weapon and looking to charge at the cave, and then she hears you talk and hears him like speaking some more, and she kind of rocks back and kind of thinks about it a little bit more, but they appear to be both looking at the cave uncertainly. But it looks like they are not approaching.
Yes, very good. My advice would be do not be visible when my smaller companions exit the cave, lest violence occur. Good day.
Just rolling out the police tape, basically, on the area.
Yeah.
Police line, do not cross.
He'll join the party. Back in the main room.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do in here?
I mean, there's these giant goats. Do we want to deal with them in some form or fashion?
Nah, they can keep the goats.
I mean, do we let them out, at least?
You want to let out killer goats?
I don't know. They didn't ask for this.
They're gonna be goat kebabs for those other giant people. Now we good.
Get all the looting.
I guess we've looted. Yeah, we've looted as much as we can loot. These goats
Some bones
are.
back here.
Say again?
Some bones in the back.
Ooh, what are those bones?
That's that handout I showed you. Those are giant tusks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
mammoth
Great one.
bones. Yeah. And they look like they have teeth marks on them, and you imagine the dogs are out there gnawing on the bones.
Yeah.
The DM will gently remind you all of a puzzle that was never completed when you guys examined, or when Frey examined the tomb and saw all those finger holes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really throwing you a bone on this one.
Thank you, DM. We all
Oh, yeah.
forgot about it. We all got distracted by the fight.
Yes, you did.
We got 4 people now.
Yep.
Also, at some point, I'm going to ask Edmund. He's not here right now, but at some point, I'm going to ask Edmund to examine these bottles that I have to see if he can figure out what they are.
Okay. We can go ahead and just say you do that, so we can go ahead and identify them in your inventory. And as you can imagine, they are the kind of perfected version, which are potions of growth. When you drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours with no concentration required.
Wow.
So they embiggen you for several hours, and you have 6 of them.
Jeez. Okay.
All right, let's try to open this thing.
As a reminder, the enlarge gives you advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and your weapon grows to where you deal an extra 1d4 extra damage, and you become and you go from medium to large.
Nice.
So 4 of you can gather around this sarcophagus and give me each of you give me strength checks. As you attempt to put your hands in the proper positions and manipulate this sarcophagus in some way. God, so many fucking crits. It's insane. What is going on? Hacks.
I didn't actually. The bless didn't go off for some reason, but I do have. I know it's a saving throw. It's not a check.
It went off. It says 1d4 bless. You just rolled a 1.
Oh.
But this is a check and not a save. That is true.
It's not a save. It's not a save. I rolled the wrong thing. Yeah. Well, my roll was better. I don't know. Why is it +1 -1?
The bless. It's offsetting.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it bakes it in, huh? With all those combined rolls, you are kind of hear a stone on stone scraping sound as the lid does slide way easier. Before it was like just not budging at all, and now it seems to have fit into some kind of mechanism and is sliding
Fingers,
off.
people.
Yep. And inside the tome of the
Fingers in there.
the skeletal remains of a very large human. One would say almost giant-like. One hand is clutching what appears to be a pearl, and in the other is a wand.
Oh.
So a wand and what else?
A wand and a pearl.
Oh,
Great, let's go.
Snatch them.
Yeah. Very gingerly remove them, I suppose.
As you remove them,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
I get cold cocked by a mummy.
That's right. Damn it! I should have put a mummy in here.
yeah. He like grabs your throat, pulls you in, and this is
Well, that's appropriate. Plot twist: the mummy was Mannix.
That's right. After getting punched by a mummy himself, he knew.
Determined mummy was the only way to go in the future.
other. Balravin and Mannix are trapped with each other for eternity.
That's right. They hate each other too, by the way. They really.
Boy, that'd be a good one-off right there. Just the two of you trapped in a fucking sarcophagus. Chris's one-man show. All right. With that, you guys can leave this cave behind, having smashed pretty much everything you can smash, looted what you can loot, and efficiently scared off. And oddly enough, left all of them alive as you return to town. We'll still have to technically deal with the town, the mead hall and the ramifications of that story-wise next time, but otherwise that will just about complete this quest and area. I would love to also... Oh, shoot, I need to start the poll, which gives me a chance to ask all of you. Where are we gonna go next time? So as I said, we're still gonna.
I feel like there's we haven't dealt with the last dungeon.
That's true. That's true. And it might take most of the session next time, but just in case it does, I don't know how much we're gonna have left to do. If you guys really want, you do have technically a few more things to explore and do. Just as a heads up, in case things go quickly. I don't know.
So far, yeah.
I mean, technically,
I'm heading for a nap.
Yeah, you guys could always say "fuck off, town" and deal with your own bees. All of that is possible.
Yeah.
So I just need to make sure.
I just want a nap, and then we can go deal with the bees.
Just a long, yeah.
That's true.
Just a nap first.
Go back to town, get a long rest.
Yep, that's fair.
We can use the little room off the side of the mead hall. We left a roaring fire going in the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very likely it will take one more session to deal with that last bit of area.
Yeah.
I have all of 34 hit points.
Right. Which is not bad considering where we started. I thought you were going to take a lot more hits than you ended up taking.
Me too.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're talking about this.
I thought we were about to look at
chat,
TPK there.
Yeah, you guys kicked so much ass. I mean, you played it really well, but the crits in that fight, holy moly. Poor Verbrig never got a fight off.
No, he didn't. Let's see. According to our notes, we have a address the prince's brother revealing he's based in a frozen ferry in East Haven. So we got something about Dwargers in East Haven.
That's where we got to go next, anyway, isn't it?
I mean, that's pretty much all we got in terms of leads, in terms of what's going on here right now.
Is there a
Okay.
whiskey brewery somewhere
Yeah.
Alas.
We've got enough mead.
or distillery?
Yeah.
Good Mead doesn't allow any competitors. They shut that shit down real quick.
How are they gonna make Boilermakers?
Yeah.
That's right.
You could make a lot of money introducing new drinks to the frozen north.
Yep. So yeah, I guess East Haven. Let's go check out, see if we can figure out where that Dwarger ferry, or I guess it's another Dwarger prince is somewhere in East Haven.
The fair is your prince.
Oh,
He's a prince on a ferry, I think is what I'm gathering.
he's a fairy prince.
He's a ferry
A
prince.
ferry on a prince. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
So when
East Haven.
when you guys return to town, you want to walk back to town, or you want to go through the tunnel and come up in the brewery?
Probably
Tunnel.
better to go through the tunnel.
Because technically, if we go back to the town screen,
We got those bees to exterminate.
right, you guys are like here, but you could go back to the tunnel and just end up back in that brewery map for sure.
Yeah.
What if we freed the bees?
What if we freed the bees?
What if you freed the bees?
I mean, they're just
mean-
going to freeze to death.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Valravan's theory
Or not.
on the bees is that if we freed the bees, they're dead in like 3 hours. Like, there's no way bees are surviving outside their like very comfortable habitat. So I'm all for it. Let them go.
Or not, and goodbye Tin Towns.
I mean, how much damage could those bees do in 3 hours? Is an important
Yeah.
question.
That is a good question. I don't know what we're gonna do about the bees, but I do agree. If we're gonna fight the bees, though, I do agree with Frey. I need to long rest before we fight the bees. I've been using items most of the night, if you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because I have no resources.
Yeah.
left.
So do you guys want to pop out in the brewery and then just leave via that way you got in? Essentially go out the...
Yeah, go to that little side room
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
fireplace was. We'll barricade the doors so that way people think we're still inside the actual meat hall.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do you do anything that Shander wanted you to in terms of taking meat, basically stealing mead for him?
We're probably not locking the door behind us.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to come in, fine, but we're not gonna like take meat out there to him.
Okay.
It's like we were telling him before we came in. Like, it's not our, he needs to pay us if he wants us to fight bees for him.
We'll leave a little note on the door that says, if you die by bee, it's not our problem.
That's right. It's not our fault.
Die by bee.
Oh, we'll grab the chick that was like half dead too.
We don't know about her technically.
I think
Technically,
only
all-
Thimbleweed knows about her. I don't even think he told anybody about her, so
No,
that's
I
up to
didn't tell
him.
anyone.
Yeah. That's entirely up to
Jeez.
him.
My little accidentally forgotten secret.
At least until the guy who comes in looking for me finds her.
That's right.
All right. With that, I believe we'll complete this session. MVPC was Celeste. 2 in a row, I think.
Nice.
Multiple cleansing crits.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all slept on Frey, though. She just dismantled the entire Verbeek encounter.
Just stared him down.
Yeah, intimidated to winning that fight. Please roll on our MVPC table.
More than
Raymond
healing.
Raymond must have got
You're
really
muted.
baby aggroed.
Thank you. Another potion of healing. I was coughing a lot, so.
Those
Great potion of
do
healing.
come in handy. All right, that will do it for this week's session of Rime of the Frostbane. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all of our wonderful fans for watching. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Wizard Princess, Christopher Thomas, Captain Mike, Adam, Aiden, Stan, Nathan, Alex, Chad, Alexander, Dan, Cam, Quizats, Hatterack, and William. Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam Ross, Lucky Spuds, Jerome, Scalia, Nick, Funny Mick, Butterpants, Blood Angel, Bronus, Baboon, Nathan, Fassica Tortoise, and James. We are live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
Feel good about the music tonight. We did good things.